origin of me.
Welcome to Comics League Dark. I am Jared, and we are finally celebrating, because guess what? We passed 1,000 subscribers. We're finally here. Now to celebrate with me, I have a couple of important people on this stream, and Nick. So today I have the old man, Nick from the Phoenix Press. What's up, brother?
What is up, my friend? I have been waiting for this.
And we finally have making her grand return to Comics League is the Snyder Queen. How you doing, Sammy?
Hello. Hi, guys. I'm doing good, thanks. Just came to celebrate hitting 1,000.
Yeah, and we have my super bro, Teladia Plays. What is going on, brother?
What's up? What's up, my super bro from across the pond?
So I hit 1K, and first off, thank you all. I have a speech, but Nick wants to show me something that apparently he has been holding.
So this is from Sammy and I. Okay, I just wanted to preface that. She helped with half of this, and so she deserves to share the credit. All right, Jared, this is
ready?
for you.
All right. Oh, hello.
Oh,
Okay.
Who is that?
Who is that?
Hey, Jared, what's up? Ray Porter here. How's it going? So Nick and Sammy tell me that you are about to hit 1,000 subs on YouTube, which is amazing. Congratulations. Seems like you put in a lot of hard work. Also tells me that you've watched the Justice League like 16 times. Dude, that's more than I've seen it.
18.
I'm in it.
17.
I think it's very impressive, and I'm very grateful. I'm actually sitting in my vocal booth, sort of homemade vocal booth right now, doing some narration and stuff like that. But interestingly, this studio, the microphone there and stuff, this is where I recorded a certain line. And I've been told that you like to hear it. So what I will tell you is, as far as going forth and here's 1,000 subs is amazing. Here's to 2,000. Here's to 10,000. I believe you can do it. So just go forward. Or in other words, ready the Armada will use the old ways.
Thank you.
Let's go.
What do you think?
Darkseid himself has just congratulated you on reaching 1,000 subs. Darkseid himself
I'm devoid of words. Wow. That is awesome. That is great. Thank you,
Jared,
so
I just
much.
had one question. Was it worth the hype?
Oh, hell yes. Jesus. I had a Snyder Cut actor congratulating me. Are you kidding? Of course that's worth the hype. Wow.
That's so amazing.
Thank you.
Told you
Now I know why Nick was chopping at the bit.
I knew about this as well.
I've had this thing for a month. I've been sitting on this thing for a month.
Wow. Thank you so much. So I happen to have written a speech of my own for this.
Speech, Gandalf.
Right, thank you.
It will use the old ways.
Thank you, Frodo. Well, actually, what's the oldest Hobbit? Probably Bilbo. All right, there you go. Bilbo
Baggins.
All right. So first things first. Let me get the chat visible so I can see all. Yeah. All right. First things first. First thing I want to do is thank everyone who has ever watched my content, because this channel doesn't get to this point without an audience. Thank you, Britt, and Britt's here. Good. Thank you. All right. This channel doesn't get to where it is without an audience. You show, and by the way, Nick, cue up the video one more time. I want the people to see it.
All right, yeah, it's yeah, sure.
You showed up and kept showing up, video after video. I am profoundly grateful to that. All I've ever wanted to do was to bring laughs and positivity to people's lives, and because of this channel, that's a reality. So thank you to those who gave me that privilege. Second off, I want to thank my amazing co-hosts, Lad, Britt, Nick, JJheat, Teladia, Sammy, and everyone. Nick, you bring the sick puns and old man knowledge about obscure pop culture that really enriches the content of this channel. Yes, I had to do the old man.
I knew you would.
My fellow gaming bro and Superman fan, it's so much fun to geek out with you about the Man of Steel and the new 52. JJheat, who will be joining us soon. The random bits of humor you bring in at the best moments makes my content feel like a comedy club in the best way. Thank you for being one of the most positive, encouraging members of the Snyder community. And Britt, what can I say but thank you for being a vast repository of knowledge of Superman, Wonder Woman, and DC in general, and for co-hosting one of the biggest shows on my channel. Next, want to thank the guests who brought the boost the channel needed to grow to where it is today. So thank you, Wes from Thinking Critical, Max Priestley, Gabe El Taib, Enosh from the Poindexter Lounge, some old guy named Nick from the Phoenix Press, the Comics, Dawson, Mo Beast Gaming, Brian Hanna, Chuck Dixon, Nerdman, Nerdette, Robert, Mike Barron, Tonic Mole, a dead guy, Aaron from Immortal Rising. I'm naming every single guest I've ever had on here. Let's see. Aaron from Immortal Rising, Ty the Art Guy, Joe M. Sontag, Pika, Ruthie, William from the Sci-Fi Center, Josh Herrera, MSK, Nicotina, Axel, Jared from Frost Comics. Yes, there is another Jared. Jason Sandberg, Kid Takeoff, Gladia Comics, Zevius, Salty Corey, L.A. Cunningham, Lord Thoth, Zack, Nordporial, Rex, Brucifer, Max, Perp, and obviously Tevia, everyone, David, everyone that has become a member, everyone that has contributed. And finally, thank you to Zack Snyder for coming back to finish your cut of Justice League, because this channel would not exist and my passion for these amazing characters would not have been rekindled had you not done that. So, without further ado, there's one other thing that I want to show. I want to show the new people that just showed off. So we just got a very special note from. You guys may know.
You could say he's making a cameo in the stream.
Yeah. So, go ahead.
Hey, Jared, what's up? Ray Porter here. How's it going? So Nick and Sammy tell me that you are about to hit 1,000 subs on YouTube, which is amazing. Congratulations. Seems like you put in a lot of hard work. Also tells me that you've watched the Justice League like 16 times. Dude, that's more than I've seen it. And I'm in it. I think it's very impressive, and I'm very grateful. I'm actually sitting in my vocal booth, sort of homemade vocal booth right now, doing some narration and stuff like that. But interestingly, this studio, the microphone there and stuff, this is where I recorded a certain line. And I've been told that you'd like to hear it. So what I will tell you is, as far as going forth and here's 1,000 subs is amazing. Here's to 2,000. Here's to 10,000. I believe you can do it. So just go forward. Or in other words, ready the armada. We will use the old ways.
Okay.
Comics League is officially Dark Side approved.
Now when I watch that scene from Justice League, it's going to mean all the more. So yes, Dark Side is.
I do have to step away from the stream a little bit. I'm just going to
and Nick, thank you.
Okay. But I'll be back in about 20 minutes or so. I did actually leave the link in both private chat and there, so if you want to play it again, you can.
Thank you. And by the way, I just want to shout out to Cameron Bailey, finally able to make my first live stream. Well, welcome. It's a very special one to show up. And yeah, thank you, Tevia. What's up?
So I
listening?
will just like Zack Snyder, I will return.
Yes. Randy says, don't forget to thank Tony S. Daniel and Charles Sewell. Yeah, I
Yes.
kind of have to because they wrote the Superman Wonder Woman book. So there you go. But so yeah, 1,000 subscribers. And again, what can I say but thank you, because it's incredibly humbling to be at this point where when I first started this, honestly, when I first started the YouTube channel, it just started because I wanted to do something else for the audio stuff, because this used to be an only audio thing. But then it like picked up to the point where, and this community means so much to me, and it's honestly one of the greatest honors of my life to be able to do this channel with you guys. So thank you. Okay, Rebel Moon 2 is currently #1, as it should be.
As it should be, yes.
Oh,
Agree.
Dark Side is Comics League. Hey Ray, if you want to join the show, we'd love to have you as a co-host. Can you imagine? Dark Side has now joined the team. So we'll go around. So I'll start with my super bro. So what's your favorite like Comics League moment as you discover us? All that fun stuff.
Okay, I know you might not like it, but it's the time when JJheat said, "May the force be with you, Wonderlight," and then your face drops.
You could see like, I was like, God damn it, JJheat. But yeah, it's all fun. It's all for fun and games. And Teladia, thank you for being the one friend that would co-op Suicide Squad with me.
Yeah, that was cool. Like playing Suicide Squad with you, that's another moment I'll never forget. It's like playing with you. With
We
Suicide
played for
Squad.
6 hours on that game.
6 hours of streaming and literally co-oping together, and that was the most fun time I've ever had, playing a game with you. And furthermore, I can't wait when we do Injustice 3, or even better yet, when we do other games, maybe like the next Superman game or
And
whatever.
so we'll also be streaming the Wonder Woman game 100%.
Yeah,
we'll be doing that.
That's happening, and I'm assuring you, if it's co-op, there is co-op features. Me and you are gonna co-stream that together.
Oh, you're going down, sir. You're going down.
We'll
So yeah, of course. So Sammy, again, thank you so much. And yeah, if you want to say anything, the floor is yours.
You're welcome. It was fun to do that with Nick. Yeah, I don't know. Like, this has been such an amazing. Like, I've had such an amazing time hanging out with you guys. I love being on these streams. Like, we've had such a great time talking about comics, talking about the Snyderverse, like getting hyped for Rebel Moon, talking like exploring Sucker Punch, and even like sort of like I really enjoyed the like hanging out, watching like the movie reviews and stuff.
Yeah.
Like that's been really fun to check out new movies I've not seen. I don't know. I think like you're really good at this stream. You have a fantastic time doing it, and you've built quite an awesome community here, and you should be really proud of that. I'm really happy that you've hit 1,000 subs, and as Ray Porter said, I hope it goes to like 2,000, 3,000, 10,000.
Oh, I have plans. I have plans. And by the way, Brown asked a good question.
I just wanted to thank you for letting me be part of this as well.
Because
this has been amazing.
Sammy, you bring such value to everything we do, and it's a pleasure to have you on here.
I second what Sammy says, by the way. I second what she says. Like, you bring energy to your channel. You've committed yourself, and the fact that you're always positive, never negative, right? And that shows everything. And the fact that
unless it's Lois Lane, then he's negative.
Well, besides Lois Lane, that, the new 52 stuff.
Why did you say that name?
That could not have been.
Oh man,
that was perfect timing. But like I said, Jared, it's like what we've done like together as a community. You've actually grown. I'm grateful for you actually having me on your channel. I'm grateful for the fact that you've become friends with me, and the fact that we've done so many good things. Even having you forgot Comics Explained to thank.
Oh yeah, Rob, thank you so much for coming on because that was a big one. Rob from Comic Display joined my channel and it's currently the most watched live stream at 5.5 thousand views. So there you go on that.
Yeah, which, you know, if you
got into a nice little debate with him about Zack Snyder Superman. So there you go.
Yeah,
I know, I remember that.
Yeah,
I was like, oh no,
It was
I knew what I was
low-key kinda
getting
mad in the
into.
chat.
I knew what I was getting into because I had watched his stuff for so long. I knew his opinion on Zack Snyder, so I was like, okay,
Yeah.
you know what? I'm just gonna go for that.
Just go for it, and then it shut off.
I remember being like, I remember watching that and being just like low-key mad, just like, angry. I was like, oh,
Yeah.
Brand Destroyer's got a question. Of
no,
course,
it
we
was
wanna-
fun.
Brown Destroyer asked, okay, so who is Superman? Who is Wonder Woman? Who is Batman? Who is Aquaman? Who is Green Lantern? I'm Superman. I called the Teladia. Suck it.
I mean, I'm Wonder Woman.
Okay. Nick is obviously Batman.
I'm Earth 1 Superman. Calling that dibs.
We're on one Earth.
It could be a
Of the
multiverse.
options. Pick
could
of
be
the options. We're not in the multiverse. This isn't Marvel.
Okay, I'm gonna be Batman.
That's Nick.
But I'm rich.
You've got 14 viewers right now. Do you want to play the video again?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, sure. Just give me one. First off, I just want to check this out. Hey, what's up, Daniel? Yeah, thank you so much. It'll be 20,000 soon. Yes, my army will grow. Tevia says, the Young Justice spoiler-filled discussion was freaking awesome, in my opinion. Thank you for joining me on that one anytime. So, yeah, so we're going to play the video again. So, good friends that have joined me on my Comics League journey happen to have a cameo prepared for me, which I am immediately going to download when this is over because this is freaking awesome. Of a certain voice actor from Zack Snyder's Justice League. Hang on. It's muted. Hang on. Here we go.
Hey, Jared, what's up? Ray Porter here. How's it going? So Nick and Sammy tell me that you are about to hit 1,000 subs on YouTube, which is amazing. Congratulations. Seems like you put in a lot of hard work. Also tells me that you've watched the Justice League like 16 times. Dude, that's more than I've seen it. And I'm in it. I think it's very impressive, and I'm very grateful. I'm actually sitting in my vocal booth, sort of homemade vocal booth right now, doing some narration and stuff like that. But interestingly, this studio, the microphone there and stuff, this is where I recorded a certain line. And I've been told that you'd like to hear it. So what I will tell you is, as far as going forth and here's 1,000 subs is amazing. Here's to 2,000. Here's to 10,000. I believe you can do it. So just go forward. Or in other words, ready the armada. We will use the old ways.
Yeah, that is incredible. Thank you.
And Brand Destroyer.
Anime is so cool.
By the way, Brand Destroyer, Heat Man, JJheat is Constantine.
Yeah, he's got to be Constantine. He has a fantastic Constantine impression. By the way, Teladia and Sammy, how does it feel if the American does a good British accent?
How does what?
JJheat does a fantastic impression of John Constantine.
Yeah, I've heard it. It's really cool.
Mm-hmm. But so Daniel says, when DC realizes their mistakes and not make Super Wonder canon, they will come to you and ask for references and forgiveness. Yes, they will. Facts. Yes. Well, speaking of Super Wonder, I saw Crisis Part 2, and they're gonna bring her back at the end at the end of Part 3. There's no way they leave Wonder Woman dead. Yeah, they talked about that in a couple episodes. Yeah, exactly. Ray Porter himself. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I like his studio booth. Yeah, exactly. So yeah, because these two know how to. They really get to me. So
well, I use the old ways. What can I say?
We ready the Armada.
Exactly.
Ready.
So Nick, now that you're back, old man, do you have a few words you would like to regale us with?
So, Jared, first off, screw you. Secondly, you're a rare breed. Okay, you are a rare breed in that you are one of the few people who balances the calm and the fire. Like, you are a balancing force. You have brought us together. You somehow managed to keep me in line. That is a feat in and of itself. And I've grown to really respect you and appreciate you, not just as a content creator, not just as a co-host, but also as a friend and a brother.
Thank you,
Jared.
I feel the
Man
same way.
here, and here's the 2K.
Yes, we will be. I guarantee you, we will be reaching 2K soon. We'll see what happens, but. Yeah, Jared is calm. Yes, trust me, there are times when people test me. Like last night when I posted a anti-Lois Lane tweet, and then all of a sudden someone enters into a Zack Snyder debate with me, even though I never mentioned Zack Snyder's name. So I'm like,
I mean, let's be honest, Jared. Anytime you enter the stream, it's only a matter of time before the topic conversation goes to Zack Snyder. It's kind of your thing.
or how much I hate Lois Lane.
That too.
Karen Bailey says, as a new subscriber, I would like to thank Constantine for making me a Super Wonder fan and open eyes to Wonder Pass. I'm doing the Lord's work, Cameron. I'm doing the Lord's work.
You are converting people en masse. How does it feel?
No, but here's the thing. I didn't know there were so many anti-Lois Lane people. I really didn't until
you really tapped into a vein there, brother.
Jared,
yeah.
just saying, you converted me from Wonder Bat to Super Wonder. Just saying,
Yes.
You remember that?
One of these days I'll get Sammy. One of these days I'll get Sammy.
Meanwhile, I'm like, all I care
it's
about
never
is
gonna
Nightfire.
happen.
Meanwhile, I'm like, I don't care about Super Wonder. I don't care about Wonder Bat. Nightfire is where it's at.
Okay. This is how it is on Twitter. You can be talking about Spider-Man, and someone will say, well, Zack Snyder did this. Yeah, exactly.
By the way, I'm calling it Snyder's Law. I'm officially dubbing it.
Yes, that's a good one. That's a good one. Ironically, I love Zack Snyder's Lois Lane. Again, so here's my thing. I hate comics Lois. I tolerate and in some cases like movie and TV Lois. For some reason, they write her infinitely better in the movies than TVs.
Amy Adams was a good Lois Lane.
Yeah,
I will die
she
on
was
that hill.
I
solid.
love Amy Adams.
Solid.
A bit Tulit from Superman and Lois.
I gotta say, I just want to put my piece out. I don't approve of any of this Lois Lane bashing or anything.
It's the comics Lois, Sammy. It's not the movie. It's not the movie Lois.
No,
I just want to be clear on that.
I'm just chilling. I don't.
Just want to be clear on that. It says the Superman story told like a Greek myth, like the Odyssey, where he is stuck on a planet without much of his powers, and there's a war of some kind. That would be cool. Of a planet invaded by Darkseid. Emperor Luffy says the same happened to me. I never voiced my Super Wonder love out loud. These guys created a place where Super Wonder fans could congregate to express our views. Yeah, because if you say anything that violates the norms, Sammy, if you thought the anti-Snyder crowd was crazy, wait till you meet the Superman purists. Actually, you probably
I
have,
don't want to
a lot
meet
of them are
them.
anti-Snyder.
I don't want to meet them. I've already heard enough insults and slurs from people with Superman profile.
You haven't seen Toxic until you've encountered the Lois Lane Brigade.
I
Sammy,
believe that.
Sammy, I'm going to let you in a little secret. If people have like anime or comic book character characters that they don't own, in other words, like a Superman or Lois Lane profile picture, don't take those opinions seriously, because chances are they haven't even read the comics. It's actually established.
Me with a comic book character.
That's why I said.
Literally, I have a Sucker Punch profile picture. Is he calling me out?
No. I'm calling out the people because you don't do what these people do. But anyway, the movies and TV shows are what brainwash people into thinking Lois is a great character, and then when they read the comics, but still.
At least I own the character of the profile picture.
Yeah, there wouldn't be any Lois Lane bashing if DC would stop shoving her down our throats. Yeah, exactly. There's worse. There's no worse than the Batman purist. Hey, what's up, Ruth? How you doing?
Hey, Ruth.
Hey, Ruthie.
Emperor Luffy says, well, most of the time when people praise Lois, it's because they have nostalgia for some TV show they watched in their youth. That's true. I'll give you that. Was not Superman in one version landed on Earth as a teenager? Was there?
I mean, there's so many different versions of Superman. I would not be surprised.
Yeah, exactly. There's anything. Hey, what's up, EA Turner? What's up, fellow Snyder fan? There you go. So, in terms of my favorite Comics League moment, actually, the Ray Porter one actually might take top one, because that is crazy.
Yeah.
Probably. Honestly, you know what it probably is? The first time that we said John Kent once and then Tevye showed up. Because that was random. We did not plan that. It's like all of a sudden we said, "Watch, we'll say John Kent, and then Tevye will show up in the chat," and he did. Lois Lane is the real super villain. I love how now the chat's got into anti-Lois Lane territory. I feel like a Cartoon Network Timverse fandom was most toxic, and we have a very special guest here. So let me get his very special intro here. I'm trying to find the appropriate one here. Where is it? Where is it? Okay, here we go. Co-founder of Comics League, Lad. How you doing, Lad?
How's it going, gang?
How are you?
A rare appearance.
Sir? Yeah, rare appearance.
I have come once in a blue moon to give my congratulations to Jared and the gang.
Lad, did you see what Nick and Sammy did?
Yeah, I did. I did see that. That was really cool, you guys. That was awesome.
So now my name has been uttered by Lord Darkseid. So
I mean, we could always still play it again just for the new people.
We could always do that. And by the way, Lad, the chat has turned into anti-Lois Lane already.
It's terrible. Descend it into chaos. Oh my God.
It's actually ordered chaos. But anyway, so Lad, do you have some stuff you want to say?
Yeah, just it's super cool to finally see the channel get to this point. I remember when I kind of came on with Jared around I think the 7th episode of Under Two Capes, and it was I was talking about Spider-Man. He brought me in as the expert of the topic, and it was a lot of fun because we did that for I want to say a year or two, and it was pretty much just the two of us. And there was when we started the YouTube channel, it was really great, but it was a point where we had no growth for a long maybe a year or so, and that was really. Yeah, and it was so hard to persevere through that when there was no growth going on. But I think we motivated each other a little bit, and it was a fun thing that we did because this was all during COVID era. So I'm glad we kept going, and Jared, I kind of step off and do my own stuff, but Jared, was able to find a great group of people that he could do the channel with, and then just grown to here where he's actually hit 1K. So I'm so happy for him, and for all the gang also.
But so this guy's been actually had a chart that he was updating with my sub growth for so long, and what's kind of funny, we finally got to complete the chart. This dude went into an Excel spreadsheet and had to calculate would reach 1K. We're a month early.
Nerd.
Yeah. I had to do some
So
mathematical
cool.
analysis, see what's going on.
He's an engineer, so that kind of explains that. So
Yeah, I'm a fan of analytics. That sounds fun to me, actually.
Anti-Zack Snyder YouTube channels are pushed by YouTube throughout. Yeah, they only do it for engagement. That's why.
Yeah.
That's why for a group that keeps telling us to move on, they seem to talk about Zack Snyder a lot.
Yep.
But
Yep.
anyway, so yeah, Lad, we're finally here after so long. 4 years. 4 years.
Yeah. No.
They say that you know what they say. The opposite of love isn't hate; it's indifference. So the fact that they hate on it so much is just a different form of love.
Yeah, thank you. I should use that next time. Hey, what's up, Geek Detective?
Hey, Geek Detective, how you doing?
So the other thing, and it's the one thing that I would tell someone if they were starting out is pick a topic that you're very passionate about, because here's the thing. Yeah, Lad and I stuck with it when we were at 32 subscribers, because here's the thing. We love comics. We love these characters, and we love talking about them. Because I got news for you. All the Under Two Capes episodes are just the everyday conversation that Lad and I would have when we were walking around campus. That's it. So the only difference is that we put a recording. By the way, he was the first person I texted when the Snyder cut got announced. I was like, oh, okay, we are doing this.
Yeah. I remember that. That was you text me. I'm like, what is this? I don't understand. I'm confused. Wasn't Justice League come out already a couple years ago? I'm confused.
He was at the theater. Hey, what's up, Salty? And thanks for the super sticker. I really appreciate that, brother. Everything's talking about Lois in the chat. There you go.
We appreciate you, Ruth, for what you said in the comments. Ruth's comment.
Oh yeah, Jared and the gang are truly awesome. Yes, we are. Yes, we are. Some of us may be a little older than others, but I'm only kidding.
Love off.
Whereas you guys see that Maps is the new Robin. I don't know how I feel about that personally. I think Damon should be the last Robin. I have no idea who Maps is, but okay.
Who is Maps?
Yeah, I don't know. Thanks, Geek Detective Pearson. Honestly, I'm going to tell you guys this. When we were stuck at 32, there was a point where I considered just giving up because it wasn't like Lad said, it wasn't growing. And I was like, okay, you know what? We gave it a shot. We're done. And then I just decided, okay, you know what? Let me try reaching out to a few people and get them on the show. Maybe that will help. So I reached out to Wes from Thinking Critical to start off, and then Max Priestley, Gabe El Taib, all the guests I've had, a certain individual named Nick from the Phoenix Press, but no one cares. But anyway,
yeah, some nobody called Nick from the Phoenix Press reached out to you and you had an episode, and I heard it went okay.
Yeah, actually, you know who's one of my actually, you know what? Here's my favorite Comics League moment. Are you ready? Actually,
Oh no.
When we got done talking about Batman the Doom that came to Gotham, and Sam Liu agreed to come on the channel.
Oh, that was cool. That was
finding out this dude has literally directed and produced like practically every well-known DC animated movie. So, and he wants to come on anytime. So it's pretty much we now have someone really big at DC that we can hang out. Maps is from Gotham Academy in the DCU era. Oh God. So instead of picking someone that people want as Robin, they go with that. But anyway, trust me, I'm still recovering from Tom King's Wonder Woman, which I dropped. But anyway, the point is, I don't feel much with Superman. I always saw them, but it's Bessie, but there are fanfics of them that just make me squee. Well, our good old friend here happens to be an expert on fanfics. By the way, we're working on our own massive fan project that we're
oh my God
going right now. And trust me, we're creating a better DC universe than anything DC is putting out. Largely inspired by the new 52 and a not as well-known director named Zack Snyder. Interesting how that works. But so the way that my other favorite memories is when we did the Snyder Saturdays and watched like every Zack Snyder movie, because I think that's when Sammy first popped in the chat. It was like for like Man of Steel or something like that. And then we see Snyder Queen. I'm like, yeah, she looks cool. DC should hire Jared. I would take the job in a second, and I would say all these projects are canceled. Get Zack Snyder on the phone.
Okay, so Jared, would you kick James Gunn in the shins if DC asked you to?
No, because I don't believe in causing violence to people unless they deserve it. But I would tell James Gunn, you can handle all the obscure characters, but you're not touching any of the big characters. Sorry, you're not.
And then Jared will greenlit a Superman game and a Batman game and a Wonder Woman game. And
if I'm in charge of it, I got news for you. No, I'm not. We're making a Justice League game, bro. We're making a Justice League game, not live service. It's going to be called Justice League Kill the Suicide Squad.
Jared, let's be honest, okay?
I like the sound of that.
The first thing you would do, you would march into DC offices. You say, "Hey, Jim Lee, we're doing a new book. Superman and Wonder Woman are getting married, and you're going to draw it."
Oh yeah, actually, the first thing I would do is say we're going to one more day Superman, or I would just say we're doing an alternate universe. That's it. And Tomasi is not allowed to touch it. Tomasi and Jurgens are banned, as is Tom King. Actually, the first thing I would do is I would say, DC, fire Tom King and hire someone competent to write Wonder Woman.
And then
for those of you that don't know, the reason why I dropped Wonder Woman is because in the book, Tom King takes the opportunity to mock Christianity.
All right, Jared, let me ask you this then.
Mm-hmm.
If you could pick any modern comic writer to write Superman, who would be your dream writer for Superman currently?
Philip Kennedy Johnson. Just give him anything to do with Superman except say it has to be with Wonder Woman.
That would be your editorial edict.
Don't know. Philip Kennedy Johnson wrote War World, the War World saga, which I have the trade of his over there. It's so cool. Now, here's what I want to do. So I always ask the questions on here. So and people in the panel and the chat, you guys can ask me all the questions you want. So why don't you? Oh yeah, wait. Before we do that, this is also banned. Hell yes. Mm-hmm. Oh, and by the way, John Kent would be as a character. Done. Jared, the first time I saw it was on the Super Wonder versus Wonder Bet debate. We did multiple of those, but I think, it's kind of funny, lad. That was the first Under Two Capes episode that really took off.
Yeah, that was a classic one.
Yeah, it was just me, lad, and a buddy of ours from school. That's it. We
Yeah.
just hung out. And I said my same thing. I'm like, this doesn't work. Just because it works in the Bruce Timm universe, that means it's going to work here. Even though in that universe, Batman is 40, and although the women he shows interest in are 18. Kind of stupid when you think about it. How would you get rid of Bendis Superman? I would just... here's what I would do.
He just blows up into green snot.
Well, the next book is like, oh, it's Superman waking up from a nightmare. He rolls over and says, oh, Diana, I had a horrible nightmare. For some reason, I was being written by someone named Tomasi. All of a sudden, I had trunks for some reason, for some stupid reason.
No, I got you one better. Okay, so wakes up, and there's a woman in the shower. All right.
Oh God, here we go.
And he's talking to her, and it's like, oh yeah, that sounds bad. And it's like, and then he says, and I was with Lois Lane. And next panel, Wonder Woman walks out, and she says, wouldn't that be a tragedy? Or something like that.
Yeah, exactly. There you go. John Shaw to be removed as well. Yep. No, I got buried. D.A. John. No, get rid of John because you don't need him. There was no reason to have John Kent.
John Kent needs to be delete.
I don't know. I do like the idea of a 12-year-old John Kent. I will defend that a little bit.
I never got to watch the Superman versus One. It's in the Under Two Capes playlist I did. I found Comics League looking for videos about Super Wonder. Yeah, the trunks also need to go away. Yeah, because the trunks look freaking stupid.
Now wait a second. That's a question I think that really needs to be voted on the panel. Superman with trunks or without trunks? Because I'm
without.
I'll start with Teladia.
Without trunks. Is that even a question?
Don't tell me you're gonna say trunks.
He needs to have trunks. It's the trunks are required.
No, he doesn't. It looks stupid.
It looks good.
No, it doesn't. Nick,
I'm gonna go. I can go either way, so I'm recusing myself.
Sammy, don't betray me.
Sorry, what?
Superman with trunks or without trunks?
Oh, without every time.
Thank you.
Come on.
Thank you.
He needs his trunks on the outside.
Exactly. No, he doesn't.
No,
That's a
he
joke.
doesn't. He's a grown man. Doesn't need
If you want the
trunks.
trunks, go watch James Gunn's Superman.
If you want
don't watch
trunks,
it.
go watch Dragon Ball Z.
Yeah.
I'll go back to
exactly. Go watch.
Friends.
Go watch Dragon Ball Z. Yeah, exactly. Another question: Wonder Woman without pants or with pants? Without.
I mean, as a red-blooded male, I want Wonder Woman without pants.
Fun fact: so in the new 52, I know this because I talked to the character designer. DC did this really interesting idea, new 52 Wonder Woman, where they gave her a new costume, and it's not a bad look. I'll give them that. It looks cool. The problem is, so the reason why they did it, hang on, I'm trying to get the cost. Okay, here we go. So this was the new 52 Wonder Woman look, and it's kind of been like part and parcel to her. So here we go. And by thank you, Spider-Man. I really appreciate that. So here's the new 52 Wonder Woman armor.
Not terrible.
Yeah, it's not terrible. I asked David Finch about it. I go, so what was the reason behind this? They said because DC thought the other one was problematic and wanted to cover her up. And then he said the fans threw such a fit that they threw it away in like five issues. It only shows up for an arc in the Wonder Woman book. That's it. Just the trade. But I do have that signed trade right there.
No Spider-Man. No Spider-Man. No Wonder Woman. I know you're here. I know you're here to trigger Jared, but this
what about DC? No, I would get rid of Gordon Batman. That was stupid. Superman looks better in Warworld. If we got Henry Cavill in that suit, yes. If Henry Cavill's in the Warworld suit, which by the way is basically He-Man, Superman, too many characters and nothing to do. That's what they would get to. But so yes, so let's get you guys can ask me any questions you want. I will try to answer them as long as they're not too explicit. Same thing for the panel people. You can ask me whatever questions you want.
Okay. Favorite moment in New 52 besides Superman and Wonder Woman? Favorite New
I
52.
can't pick that book.
No, it's not a
Okay,
book. From the universe. Favorite moment besides
But
Superman
I
and
can't
Wonder
pick
Woman.
anything in Superman and Wonder Woman, the book.
Yeah, you can't pick anything from Superman and Wonder Woman.
Okay, so there goes the Apollo moment. Probably, I gotta be honest, when Superman is fighting Darkseid for the first time, and then Darkseid goes, "I am Darkseid," and then Superman goes, "I don't care." I love
All
New
right.
50.
Go ahead.
I think Jared just froze on
So,
us.
Yeah.
Nick, you had something you wanted to ask?
Yeah, let's switch things up a little bit. All right, so Spider-Man, who do you think he belongs with?
That's a good question, honestly.
Awesome.
If I have to, and Lad's more of a guy on this for me. So, here's the question: what are my options?
I guess we'll go with like the main three. We got MJ, Gwen, and then Felicia.
Not Felicia. Honestly, I would have to go with MJ. Have to go with MJ.
Ugh.
She was the most loyal, and Gwen tends to fall a lot.
She falls, but she fell for Peter. That's the thing. She fell. She fell head over first over the bridge for Peter.
How would you start the new Super Wonder universe? Basically, just use the new 52 as a model and just go off of that. That's it.
I have another question for you, Jared.
Yeah.
What's the status of your comic?
Yeah.
I am in the middle of edits right now. I've had a lot of stuff. I'm like balancing with this, with the my day job and all this stuff. But I've been just working through it. I plan on getting some work done on it in the weekend, and then I have a 4-day weekend coming up, which I'll work on it then. But
I hear
I'm
the
making
guy
progress.
I hear the guy you hired is a real butthole.
No, he's actually by the way, so this guy right here, Mr. Old Man Nick from the Phoenix Press, is my editor, and he's doing a great job with it. A lot of the stuff that he's giving me is because I've never written a comic book before, so it's still a learning experience. So that's really it. The most important thing I care about is that he said that the story's good. So I can work with that. I can learn how to like write comics. As
a person who has read Jared's script, it's just for the introductory issue. It is very solid, and I think he'll do well.
And for those of you that are wondering, yeah, exactly. And you guys will all get signed copies. And in terms of like a digital, I'll find a way to sign a digital copy so Teladia and Sammy can get that too. But it's inspired primarily by the new 52 and Zack Snyder. You'll see a lot of Zack Snyder references. Yeah. And by the way, for those of you that want to know a little thing here, so Super Wonder Legacy, I'm going to give you guys a little piece of trivia. That was the episode 1 of that show was the first time Britt and I have actually spoken to each other.
Really?
Because we had known each other for like 3 years through Discord. Because, okay, so here's the story. And Lad, you might remember this. We did an episode of Under 2 Case about fan fictions because it was a listener request. Someone emailed me and said, "Hey, I'm a member of this Discord. I know you like Super Wonder, so why don't you do an episode on that?" It's like, okay. And then I joined the Discord because I'm like, these are my people. And I see Britt there, and I'm like, I've read her stuff before. So I all I did is I reached out and said, "Hey, I love your stuff." And then she responded, "Yeah." And then we started talking. And then eventually, like a couple of years later, I was like, "Do you want to do a Comics League show with me?" And she said, "Yeah." And by the way, that is currently the most popular show on this channel. I did not expect that at all. Did not expect that at all.
So it went from a Snyder channel to a Super Wonder channel.
Snyder and Super Wonder, because here's the thing. Here's the other trick. Find what gets you views and then just go with that. Luckily, Zack Snyder and Super Wonder bring a lot of views to my channel. And by the way, hey, what's up, movie theater? And Ash says, congratulations on 1 sub's question. What era of DC in your comics has the opinion has the best costumes? For me, it's Rebirth. Some stuff in Rebirth is good. I'll give you that.
Early 2000s DC is the best. I will always stand by that.
How about you, Teladia?
I mean, obviously, you know where I stand, Jared. You know where I stand.
I think Teladia and I have the same. It's New 52.
It's always been New 52.
Yeah, I mean, it depends on really the character though, because I love the Rebirth Batman because it's a gray and black, but it has like purple on this on the inside of the cape, and then it has a yellow outline on the bat. I love that. Lad, how about you? How about you?
Favorite era. I mean, I really like the New
For the
52.
costumes.
Oh,
There
costumes.
you go. There you go.
New
You got
52
another one,
costumes.
Teladia.
It was good.
Comic
New 52.
moment.
Yeah, I love the Super Wonder show. Yes, Super Wonder really took off more because here it's kind of funny. Britt and I are the people that will say what people are thinking, but can't say because of the internet. Comics League, the top Super Wonder content discussion all over the internet. Period. Oh, thank you, Daniel. Really appreciate it. Speaking of DC Rebirth, what's your favorite DC Rebirth series? I do have favorites. I'm going to be honest with you there. There are some good ones. Anything with Green Lantern on it is fantastic. The first half of Tom King's Batman is good. Nothing by Peter J. Tomasi. Anything by Jeff Johns. Because I may not have liked how he handled the DCEU, but he's a pretty solid comic book writer. By the way, here's another solid Comics League moment when we watched Full Circle together and reacted to it. That was fun. I like that one.
That was awesome.
Let's see what else.
Man, when everyone lost their mind when they were like, "Oh, would like the Snyderverse on Netflix?" and Zack was like, "Yeah."
Yeah,
and then the Doomsday Clock. The Doomsday Clock.
My restream.
Oh, that was so funny.
Is actually one of the most viewed videos on my channel. Not gonna lie.
I told you, Zack Snyder picked up. By the way, Aquaman Rebirth is fantastic. Morrison era Batman has great designs. Yeah. Well, anything by Grant Morrison is normally good. Jim Lee is my favorite of all time. New 52 all the way. There you go. Are there any DC projects you'll be watching like Creature Commandos? I'll be trying all of them, assuming they go past Superman, because I'm still not convinced that it's going to last past Superman. If it does, Lanterns for sure. Hell yeah for Green, because I've been waiting. Here's what I don't know. Besides Super Wonder, Green Lantern is my thing. I am the Green Lantern. I turned Brit into a Green Lantern fan. Tevia, we know why you like Superman Rebirth. We all know that. Rebirth Batman's outfit was glorious, but New 52 Batman's outfit was better. Yeah. Do you guys think Wonder Woman villains are hard to write or make interesting? Because if you ask me, they will only name Cheetah or Ares. There's so many different villains for Wonder Woman that they could use, but they choose not to because most Wonder Woman writers are lazy. I got news for you. They are lazy.
Check leak chat, please.
Yeah. Let's see. Jeez. I'm not sharing this, but that's hilarious, Nick. That's hilarious, Nick. I love that one.
Where did you find that?
Where he finds all of his memes. Emperor Luffy says Green Lantern was never
born.
born.
Damn.
Yeah, he never was born.
Didn't ask America.
Yeah, there you go. That is America's ass. Doomsday Clock was also good. Yeah, Doomsday Clock was good, but I don't count that as Rebirth. I count that as the end of Rebirth. Crazy how there isn't a movie series on the Green Lantern's best storylines, all of which will be written by Jeff Johns, because that one I'm fine with that. Some of the early post-crisis suits were pretty good, especially for the female characters. Yeah, like Black Canary, Big Barda, really good stuff. Come to think of it, how would you fix DC's animated movies, and what animated movies do you think should happen? Well, Superman, Wonder Woman, power couple, obviously. Nothing involving Bruce Timm for obvious reasons. What you have to do for the animated stuff, and when we talked to Sam about this, he said a lot of the way that they decide on what movies they were going to do is Warner Brothers came to them and said, okay, so here are the movie, so do an animated movie based on this. I'm saying if you want to do, like, let's say Batman Hush, but do it right this time, do it, but don't tie it into your universe. If you have a universe, keep that separate, and don't do stuff off screen. Like break up Superman and Wonder Woman. At least have the balls to show me that. Don't break it off screen. Are you crazy? The answer is yes, but okay. But Jared, imagine if Zack Snyder was asked to make Doomsday Clock with his Watchmen. Well, he was asked if he would do that on Full Circle, and he goes, "Yeah, probably not." And he just dropped the mic and walked away as soon as he found it was by Jeff Johns. Superman, Wonder Woman. Yeah,
that probably means we're never gonna get a Flashpoint either. That kind of sucks.
Yeah.
Well, we did get a Flashpoint.
We did, but it was bad. But still,
it wasn't a true Flashpoint.
No, I mean like a live action movie.
Yeah, the actual Flashpoint. Speaking of DC Comics, that reminds me, I was wondering, what's your least favorite New 52 stories? DCU stories? Okay, so least favorite is Superman Wonder Woman by Peter J. Tomasi, because he completely wrecked the book. and Teen Titans for obvious reasons because that series sucks.
And
I enjoyed Wonder Woman. I would have to say, yeah, probably just. I'll tell you a series that I liked, Men of War. So this is a series that I picked up. It's only one trade, but it's about actual soldiers, like modern warfare, but in a war superheroes. And I can't believe they haven't done that yet. They haven't done that past that because that's such a great idea.
That's really cool.
Yeah, it's so cool. Because how does foreign policy, how does like being a soldier affect in a world where Superman exists?
A good soldier follows orders.
Good soldier. That Ryan Reynolds movie ruined Green Lantern. Actually, it's kind of funny. Here's another one.
Okay.
It didn't ruin it. But
Okay, I got a rant.
Nick. The other favorite comic moment is when we were reacting to Green Lantern and Ethan Van Sciver, the artist that defined Green Lantern, showed up in the chat. That was fun. So go ahead, Nick. Go ahead.
People try to push this narrative that like the Green Lantern movie is like this like the worst movie ever. And it's like, oh my god. Like, okay, is it a good movie? No. Is it a bad movie? Also no. The problem with the Green Lantern movie is it is aggressively meh. It's watchable. It's mildly entertaining, but it is not a bad movie. Like, you want a bad movie, watch anything with Ezra Miller in it that wasn't directed by Zack Snyder.
There you go. Yeah, exactly. I mean, it was still fun. So that's the thing. Tavia says, question. Now that Tomorrow's coming to an end, I was wondering stories you want to adapt, because for me, I would want to you got a Super Sons movie. What are you talking about?
yeah, you got a Super Sons.
Blackest Night, yes, I would love that, but you have to build. If you can have a Green Lantern animated universe and just build the Blackest Night, you could do that. Tom Cruise's Green Lantern and Timothée Chalamet as Kyle Rayner, that could work. Or Chalamet playing Nightwing, because that's basically who he's playing in Dune. Worst new 52 comic goes to Lobo. Oh yeah, Pretty Boy Lobo. Have you guys seen Pretty Boy Lobo?
I swear, they were trying to do like the Tumblr sexy man kind of thing, and it just did not work.
All right, so I'm gonna do it this way. So this is what Lobo is actually looks like. Are you ready? Here's regular Lobo.
Yeah,
here's
cool.
Here's Pretty Boy Lobo.
It's like a
boy band Lobo.
Yeah, it's like they didn't realize that the emo movement died like 2 years prior to this.
That's like DC going, "What's up, fellow kids?"
Like I wouldn't be surprised if that version of Lobo listens to My Chemical Romance.
Why do you think DC
I like
Sims
My
so
Chemical Romance.
I do too. I was just making a joke.
Of course. Emperor Luffy asks, why do you think DC Sims so hard for Lois? Because a lot of the writers are nostalgic. And to be clear, and Sam said something very cogent on the show. He said that like a lot of people are like married to the era of DC that got them into comics. And that's understandable, 100%. It's just when these writers take it too far and start A, attacking the fans, and B, using Lois Lane as a mouthpiece or putting her in like situations where she would arguably not work. Like when, all right, Lad, I don't know if you heard about this one. Do you know what the Hellbat armor is?
No.
It's Iron Man armor.
Well, yeah, because what happened was Damian dies and Batman has to go to Apocalypse to revive him. So he and the Justice League build this badass suit of armor. Here's the thing: it siphons his life force to use it. So obviously, it's not a good thing. So the Eradicator shows up and fights John Kent, and Lois Lane hops in the Hellbat armor and beats the Eradicator. That should not work. That's the whole. That's to me is contrived. That's the way that works. Yeah, that is the worst. New 52, Jason Todd was cool. I liked him in Red Hood and the Outlaws. New 52, Nightwing, actually, I've been enjoying. I started picking up a couple of trades. I liked it. Have you seen Superman, Green Lantern, the Green Flame? I wish they made a series about their adventures, as I've never seen them interact a lot. I'm poor. My only source of comics is YouTube and you. Oh, well, first off, I appreciate you using me as a source because I am the Lord of Comics, so I do really appreciate that. But they do interact in the Justice League book. I'll give you that. Look at what DC was releasing after they broke the Snyderverse. Ryan Reynolds' movie is not that bad. Yeah, Daniel makes a good point. Compared to like The Flash, Green Lantern is Zack Snyder's Justice League level of quality. It's good for some of that.
DC's not eating a cockroach burger.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, he does that in Aquaman. Ugh.
Yeah.
And that's the last scene of the DCEU. But anyway, Spider-Man says, did anyone in the panel see Crisis 2? I thought it was lackluster. I wanted to like the Tomorrowverse, but too much happens off the off-screen thing, Spider-Man. That's the problem with DC's animation going back to the DC AMU. So that's, yeah, but I liked it. I mean, we'll do a Tomorrowverse watch along when the Crisis Part 3 comes out, so that way we don't have to like, split it up and stuff.
That's cool. That'll be fun. I'm looking forward to watching like all three of them. I've still not seen them yet.
Yeah.
They're really good, Sammy. They're really good. See, here's the problem. Here's the problem with the Tomorrowverse, and Nick, I know you're agreeing with me on this. The animation is rough. It's very cheap, and according to Sam, they don't get a big budget at all for animation. So that's why when I see it, I don't like harp on it too much, because at least I know there's a reason for that, because they're working with what they have. So at least I appreciate that from a certain point of view.
All right, Obi-Wan.
But again, that's the studio's fault, though. This Warner Brothers just being terrible.
Well, yeah.
But at least, we can say this, right? At least we're going to wait until Part 3 comes out. After that, we can do a review of the Tomorrowverse, starting from Man of Tomorrow. And then
please, no.
Nah, we're not doing that tomorrow. No, we're not doing that tomorrow. We already agreed on what the movies are
going to be. He didn't say tomorrow. He said Tomorrowverse. Oh, starting with Man of Tomorrow.
I am not interested.
Okay, it's fine. It's fine, Nick. To clarify, but here's the problem with that, Tavia. Yeah, you can want that. It's just you enough people would have had to watch it. They will watch the first one to justify a sequel. And to be clear, because I know you're gonna say that. Yeah, I know you watched it, but not enough other people watched it to justify a sequel. Because otherwise, here's the thing: if that movie did well, they would have de-aged John, because that's the way they work. They're like, okay, you know what? This works here. Let's make it work in the comics. Isn't Jason Momoa cast as Lobo now? I don't know.
Not officially. It hasn't been officially, but it's pretty much the assumption.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Speaking of,
he wants to be Lobo, which quite honestly is one of the most boring castings I've ever seen.
It's more obvious.
Okay, here's a question for you. If not Jason Momoa, who would you cast as Lobo? Bill Skarsgård?
I don't know.
Let me just Google that name.
Bautista?
No, Batista.
No.
Batista is not that good of an actor.
Skarsgård is Lobo. Not that. I mean, he's got that crazy face, but that's more of like a Riddler or Joker face.
Roman Reigns, maybe. Roman Reigns definitely has a body for Lobo. I'm just not sure on the acting.
Nick, I got it. James Gunn's brother, who for some reason was cast as Maxwell Lord.
Oh my god.
No.
That is the worst casting for Maxwell Lord. That's worse than Pedro Pascal as Maxwell Lord.
Well, here's the thing. Pedro Pascal is a good enough actor. It's the script that let him down. I think Pedro Pascal is... Hugh Jackman as Lobo? Maybe like 10, if this was like 10, 15 years ago, I would have said heck yeah, but not so much now.
So, something that was confusing about the New 52 is why the writers have Corey and Roy to team up with Jason. That never made any sense to me. I have no idea. I didn't read that series. I
actually read like the first 12 issues of Red Hood and the Outlaws. I liked it because it was different. I stopped reading Nightwing because it was just the same storylines over and over again. But that Red Hood and the Outlaws was different. I didn't like Corey's characterization. They kind of made her too much of a female dog, if you know what I mean.
Mm-hmm.
What about
Quid?
What about Jack Black as Lobo?
No.
Yes. He's just a character from Tropic Thunder.
If he's a voice actor,
maybe. Nick.
He's a member of the Tenacious D. Let's have some respect.
Yeah, Nick. They cast Robert Downey Jr. and he method acts, and as he's playing Lobo, he goes, "I know what I am. I'm just a dude playing a dude disguised as another dude."
You know what I love about that portrayal is if you ask a lot of black actors, Robert Downey Jr. We love it. We love that. Everyone's like, "Oh, that's so racist." Black people are like, "No, we love it."
He was a method actor. Lois in Heroes in Crisis makes me mad. Yeah, when she doxes the Justice League. Yeah, so super great. Hugh Jackman himself would be great. Yeah, right. Which just isn't fair. Tavia, Just because you like it does not mean enough other people liked it. That's what you have to get.
Oh, I know what Jared's gonna do in his version of Superman. Lois is basically just gonna be like one of those like online journalists.
No.
The modern day online journalist. That's what he's
No,
gonna do.
here's what I would have it. If I were in charge, she wouldn't be in a relationship with Superman because that's stupid. But what I would have is she would be a rival journalist that's constantly trying to expose who Superman is. Like she sees the headline of blank is Superman as a big career move. So Superman has to deal with like being Superman, but also his colleague that's trying to expose who he is.
No, Jared, I got a better one than that. She's a Kryptonian. And married to General Zod.
No, don't make her cool. Don't make her cool.
Dude, no.
I would actually make her a failed. If I were in charge of DC, everyone would be calling out Lois. Lois would essentially be the Alex Jones of my universe.
Well,
No. Lois would write for the DC equivalent of Kotaku.
Exactly. Do you think that the DCU would have been cool to see? Like, yeah, exactly. I do think it would have been cool if Warner Brothers were not a-holes about it. But is it wrong that I just wanted to see Wally just beat Barry's ass? Like this man erased his wife, kids, cousin. Well, see the New Direction verse with JJheat. We do just that.
That would be quite the impulsive decision.
You could say that'd be quite a flashpoint. But Tevia says, speaking of Crescent Infinite, I want to. Do you guys? Why do you think they're making changes? Well, because to a certain degree, I understand what they're doing because it's like if you're telling this, well, because for one thing, they don't have the budget to tell the full story because too many characters have to speak. Besides, like,
not only that, but
yeah, go ahead.
Not only that, but they're not really. The whole point of Crisis is you bring in recognizable universes, like. Why the frick did I not bring in at least the Dekamu?
Okay, Sam. By the way, I can confirm that Batman Beyond is voiced by the original actor. I can confirm it now that I have seen the movie, and it's good. So cool.
I can't wait for the YouTube interview where he talks about playing Batman Beyond again.
And then, Sammy, you have to run, but thank you for hopping on anyway.
Yeah, no problem. Thank you so much for having me.
Thanks for joining, Sammy.
Before I go, can I ask a quick question?
Sure.
Go ahead.
So I just want to know what you like. What was your favorite moment from like the new Rebel Moon movies? And are you excited for the director's cut?
My favorite moment was when Jimmy like destroys all those soldiers in the tank. That is like Man of Steel quality. He even does a superhero landing. You see the cape billowing. It's just so. And then it's the scene where he's standing up. He has the gun. He's just round as rounds are going off of him, but he's like not even faced. Like boom, 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 boom. So cool. How about you, Nick?
So awesome.
Favorite scene?
Oh. Yeah, God, I'm sorry I can't think of one right now.
Adia.
You know, it's Jimmy all the way, bro. You can't match that.
Mm-hmm. Lad, you've seen part 1, right?
Yes, sir.
So what was your favorite part, if you remember anything?
When the samurai versus the giant spider fight was really good.
Oh, Nemesis is my girl.
Yeah, Harmada.
Nemesis is so my girl.
She has the good moment in this one. Randy says the problem with nostalgia is people forget that DC was at death's door. Yeah, fun fact for those of you in the chat that don't know, DC Comics was almost shut down. And so if they were shut down, the characters would have just been licensed out. Ironically, sell the Snyder to Netflix. But they rebooted, and that's where we got the new 52, and that saved DC. But anyway, so Sammy, it's a pleasure. Thank you so much for first off that awesome video, but thank you for everything you do.
You're welcome. Thanks, guys. Have a great stream, and thank you for having me on
thanks,
here.
Sammy.
See you, Sammy.
Thanks. Good night, everyone. Bye. Bye, chat.
Bye.
See you.
So, can you highlight nicknames? Question about Mr. Mapitzanik.
Who would you cast? Okay, go ahead.
I would say, I'm gonna say Jack Black.
See that actually. You know what's kind of funny? I could definitely see that. By the way, you know he was almost Hal Jordan.
Yeah. The thing is, I really wish Robin Williams was alive. He'd make a perfect Mr. Pitzelnick.
Yeah, that's actually true. I do agree with you on that one. Question. Speaking of DC movies, I'm wondering, what's your guys' opinion of the upcoming Watchmen animated movie? We don't need a Watchmen animated movie because we had a live action movie. Why are we getting an animated movie?
The only thing that could make the movie better is if we found out it was being directed by Bruce Timm.
And then I know what I'm definitely not watching. No, watch. He'll have Dr. Manhattan sleeping with kids because that's the way Bruce Timm writes all of his characters. James, we know you love American comics, but are you a fan of manga or anime? Attack on Titan is my main anime that I'm a big fan of. I'm just getting into manga.
Well, sweet Pacific Rim come.
Well, yeah, Pacific Rim is awesome, but in terms of manga, I have read. Ironically, it's a Batman book, but it's a Batman manga. It's Batman Justice Buster, which is actually pretty cool. It's the first time I'm ever reading a manga, so I have to remember. Oh yeah, I'm reading backwards.
Yeah, we tried to get Kira to read or watch other anime, and he.
By the way, here's one of my favorite streams where we talked about anime, and Nick was explaining to me student teacher.
Don't go there, bro.
That was my favorite moment. You could see in my face like the descent into what the hell is. I actually DM'd Britt privately. I was like, I have so many questions.
I still think you'd like Gundam. I still think you'd enjoy Gundam.
I'll check that out. I'll check that out, definitely. Speaking of New 52, I was wondering, how would you fix Bart Tor and then New 52 Superboy? We'll just bring back Connor and regular Bart. That's it. Don't change it. Cameron asks, is Bruce still broke in the comics or did he get his money back? Still broke because the current writers of DC don't like rich people. Question. Speaking of manga and anime, I'm just wondering if you guys see Dragon Ball Z and My Hero Academia. I watched the animated, the live action My Hero Academia movie show, a couple episodes of that, and I liked it. Dragon Ball Z, I saw Evolution. Does that count?
No, but anime.
Yeah, in terms of anime, I want to watch that. But yeah, so I will watch the Suicide Squad anime, and I may check it out. By the way, Britt says instead of Watchmen, they should have invested in another JSA film, given the first one was the highest grossing film in the Tomorrowverse. Yeah, secretly she wants that because she knows that in between JSA and Crisis, Superman and Wonder Woman get together. And no shame, Britt, because I want that too. Yushiro and Tora, it's free on YouTube. And it's amazing and short. I'll check that out. Oh, also Digimon, which is better than Pokemon.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I'm going to tell you that. Digimon is way better than Pokemon, lad. I'm sorry.
There's no way.
Jared, you need to watch Gundam Wing. Like
I will. 100%.
I know you like military stuff, lad, but I think Gundam would be great for you.
Lad, War Greymon over Charmander or Charizard.
Yes.
No.
Yeah,
I mean, Death Battle literally tackled this exact topic, and War Greymon wins because his arms have Draymon destroyers. He's actually very effective against dragons. So War Greymon would absolutely demolish Charizard. Plus, honestly, Charizard is not really that powerful anyway. It's worse weak against Rock.
Yeah. I would make an anime DC just with Superman and Wonder Woman as school teenagers, meeting for the first time and facing evil without knowing the true identity. That's actually a good idea. That's an interesting idea for an anime. You should watch Beyblades. I actually watched that back.
Let her rip.
Let her rip. Exactly. Rip and tear. By the way, I beat Doom Eternal for the first time. Okay.
Imagine Jared watching Yu-Gi-Oh.
I did watch Yu-Gi-Oh. I went to the movie in theaters, sir. By the way, so I beat Doom Eternal. That game has problems. Chief among them, they repeat a boss battle way too many times. It makes the Warden Eternal and Halo Infinite look like he barely shows up. And I don't want to have to keep chainsawing every 5 seconds because they give me so little ammo. But anyway, any opinion on the Sandland anime? Because I've been watching it. I haven't checked that out, but I'll check that out later. Blue Lagoon is a good anime to watch.
You know what anime you should totally watch, Jared? It's like the best anime ever. Black Butler.
Did Joel watch?
I'm sorry. Every anime fan is now cringing because that was a total troll.
Real quick about the Arrowverse. I guess apparently yesterday was the Future Flash Day. I totally missed it.
Yeah, yesterday was the day on the newspaper. It says Flash vanished. So there you go. Joel watched the entire Arrowverse. I did.
I love how little cultural cachet the Arrowverse has. is that it happened and it was barely a blip on the nerd radar.
Yeah, exactly. In terms of watching the whole thing, see, I watched like 4 seasons of Arrow. It got bad after season 2. I watched about 2 or 3 seasons of Flash, which I liked for the most part. Legends got bad after season 2. Supergirl got bad after season 1.
Season 1 of Legends was legit good, in my opinion.
Batwoman was never good. Under any circumstances was Batwoman good.
She was good in the Elseworlds crossover. Like, for like the 2 minutes she was there, she was semi-interesting.
Well,
That's
you know who was fantastic? You know who was fantastic in the Elseworld, in the crossover? Kevin frickin' Conroy. he was very good. You know what's kind of funny, Nick? I always thought Kevin Conroy from that one scene would make a great Batman, but there's no way that would work, right? There's no way he would be that iconic.
So, Nickname asked, did you ever watch Sky High?
Yes, I did. I love that movie. That is so much fun.
My favorite moment is I like that they had Linda Carter as the principal, and at the end she walks out like, I'm not Wonder Woman, you know.
Yeah, I love that. Yu-Gi-Oh! Was one of my childhood favorites. So Yu-Gi-Oh! Is one of those shows where it's bad, but it's good. That's the thing about it, because everyone is so over the top with the cards. Like, you
just activated my trap card.
Yeah, exactly. So I was like, okay, but see, it's bad, but it's fun bad, in other words. That's all. Oh, but yeah, it will be when if it fits a woman. That's a line from Batwoman where they said that bat suit is perfect. It will be when it fits a woman. And I heard that line.
Just the way she says it just says so smarmy.
I'm counting this as the Arrowverse, even though it has the quality of a fan film. Gotham Knights, I watched 4 episodes and I threw it away where it belongs. Although Teladia and I did watch JJheat watch it. It's so much fun.
Actually, he's got to do it again, remember?
He still has to. I used to watch The Flash. Then Barry Allen Kiki make the same mistake. Yeah, exactly. By the way, a lad has to run. So, lad, thank you so much, brother. And let's start
go fast.
making content together again.
Yeah, no, definitely. Yeah, I'm glad I could make it onto the stream. Hopefully I can clean up the schedule a little bit. But yeah.
Don't be a stranger.
Yeah, no, it was cool hanging out with everyone and, getting to celebrate a little bit the 1K. So here's the 2K and, just keep on growing the channel, the league and maybe more co-hosts, who knows? So it's super awesome. I hope you guys have a great rest of the day and I'll catch you all later.
All right, see ya, dude. See ya, lad. Take care.
See ya.
See ya.
Now, I have a question for you guys. So we'll turn this into more of a discussion. So what's your favorite moment in the entire Snyderverse? I'll start with Teladia. Oh, by the way, wait. Atchison has a question real quick. Since you can't have Clark and Diana together again, yeah, I can. Would you be content with them restoring the Connor Cass relationship since they're Super Wonder Light? Well, first off, they 100% can restore it, but I would not be opposed to that happening either. Anyway, favorite moments in the Snyderverse. Teladia, start us off.
My favorite moment in the Snyderverse has to be not impressed.
Yeah, I'm sharing that as my moment, so I'm just going to play it.
Not impressed.
How about you, Nick?
You thought you could mess with my mother.
Yeah, do I still have that clip on there? But yeah, that is just so great, and it's one of those moments where, because that's why I liked the Snyderverse at first, because it showed you what Superman was capable of, and you're like, okay, I appreciate Superman better. Ashton says when the Flash runs back in time, kind of ironic because that's the scene that won the Oscar, and I love how Toby Emmerich was in the audience when that happened. So
it was the middle finger to Warner Brothers.
They should do a Maxibat movie. Maximum Batman. I could see that happening. Not directed by Bruce Timm. A great anime to watch is Konosuba. It's a light comedy, absolutely hilarious. I'll check that out.
We should have said that about
Jared. I have a question for you.
Mm-hmm.
What's your favorite Power Ranger season?
Okay, that's a good question. Oh man, because I have a couple.
Okay.
Can I give you my top 5?
Top 5 is okay.
Time Force, number 1.
Yeah.
God damn it, we're best friends.
Dino Thunder, because of this freaking soundtrack alone, but there are more reasons why I like Dino Thunder.
Okay.
SPD.
Nice.
Mega Force. I'm only kidding.
The frick?
actually, Zeo. I love Zeo. And
the theme goes hard. The theme go hard for that. I'm just
I love that theme. And probably for 5, Lost Galaxy. Lost Galaxy is no, actually, no, in space, because it's basically Star Trek but with Power Rangers.
Okay, so my top 5 is
Yeah, go ahead.
Time Force, RPM, In Space, Dino Thunder, Zeo.
For me, it's
yeah, go ahead.
For me, it's Mighty Morphin Season 1.
Okay.
Obviously, got to go with the
OG.
classic.
Well, not obviously, but yeah.
From just my pick.
Yeah.
Number 2 is Zeo, because just as a theme, Gold Ranger. The Gold Ranger. Yeah, and the Gold Ranger theme just goes hard. Number 3.
It's really stuff Teladia, then I'll flex.
Number 3 is Time Force, because of the West and Jen relationship, of course. Number 4, you're going to be surprised by this, actually, is Wild Force, because of the Forever Red.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's a good episode.
Yeah, I can. Now, here's the thing. Which season had the best top 5 crossovers?
Okay. So my favorite crossover is Once the Ranger from Operation Overdrive, where they bring back 4 of the previous Disney era Rangers, and then Adam comes back. Beyond that, the Wild Force, Time Force one was pretty good. Also, the Lost Galaxy, In Space one was wild. They actually killed a Power Ranger. Also, Atchison. I also am a Kamen Rider fan. Yes, Emperor Lily. I am a huge Kamen Rider fan. If I were to say what my favorite Kamen Rider seasons were, in no particular order, I'm also a Sentai fan. So my favorite is, I say, Phase, Decade, W, Gaim, and Black are my favorites. As far as Sentai, Gokaiger, Go-Onger, Deca Ranger. Oh crap! I don't watch as much. Jetman. Yeah, Black is great. And then I need to watch more Sentai.
Yeah, you probably do. But
anyway. Shinkenger.
Nice one. Yeah, Time Force does have the best story. Time Force definitely does. In terms of crossovers for me, I would have to go with Forever Red, because as a fan of the Red Ranger, it's like every Red Ranger up until that point.
Yeah.
The Wild Force, Time Force, and I would have to say, I'm trying to remember which ones have crossed over. Lost Galaxy and Lightspeed Rescue. You know, it's kind of funny. That's the only one where the Lost Galaxy Rangers go Galaxy Red, Galaxy Blue. That's the only one where they do that.
I gotta mute myself for a second.
Yeah. SPD Dino Thunder and SPD Ninja Storm. Dino Thunder Ninja Storm.
Yeah.
And yeah, that's it in terms of like the ones that I like.
For me, it's Forever Red.
Mm-hmm.
Then after that, I would have to say To the 10th Power, which is In Space and Lost Galaxy. After that, I would have to say the Zeo and Alien Ranger crossover. After that, I would have to say, I would have to say Beast Morphers, where Jason comes back, and the Infinity War Avengers Endgame style with all the.
Yeah, some people have done edits where they put the Endgame music to that.
Yeah, it's just great. So that's on my list.
1K, congrats. Thanks, Kevin.
I would also put in my list, actually, is the crossover between TMNT and the Power Rangers.
I mean, when they added another Power Ranger. Yeah, I'll give you that. Question, I'm wondering if you read Shattered Grid. I want to read that. I haven't read yet. It's basically Injustice Power Rangers, so I need to. I was wondering, what's your favorite Marvel event from the past decade, and least favorite Marvel event that ruined a character? Well, least favorite Marvel event, Secret Empire, because it made Captain America a Hydra agent. In terms of, let's see, what my favorite Marvel event from the past decade. Oh, that's a good House of X, Powers of 10, because of all of the like potential that held. Now, just because they didn't keep to the potential doesn't mean it doesn't affect it in any way. It's just I was so excited to read X-Men for the first time, and that's what a lot of people thought.
Yeah, sorry. Like, I wish we could actually show clips, because like I'd so be like linking in like Power Ranger clips or whatever. But copyright is a pain in the butt.
Particularly nowadays. Trust me. Which Marvel event, in your opinion, was worse? Oh, definitely Secret Empire, because the character assassination.
Civil War 2.
Yeah, Civil War 2 as well. Although Secret Empire actually made Civil War 2 better, because they retconned that Steve was manipulating everything the whole time. So
I love that whole thing, because like you totally like you know they plan to make this like a bigger deal, but people freaked out so much they had to cut it short. Like, you know, they were planning on making this a bigger thing.
The original idea for the ending, I believe, was so Steve was going to resorb evil Steve, and then it'd be like, no, he's actually me, or something like that. But what they went, but it leaked out, and everyone was like really like pissed off. So they changed it to a good Steve pops out and then punch the evil Steve. But it was kind of funny. The coverage of the final issue, the CBR coverage. You know what the first 2 words? You know what the first 3 words of that review were?
What?
Surprising no one.
Oh, Jared, isn't there a comic book you're supposed to read?
Yes, we're going to do that now. So let me just do that.
Oh, before you do that, Jared, I'd like to also make this announcement.
You thought you could get away with it. You thought you could get away with not reading it.
Yeah. Before we do the thing, I'd just like to talk about one thing before we
go ahead.
Comic. That is, Kraven the Hunter has been delayed to December of this year.
Can it be delayed permanently?
I mean, I want that, but it's not going to happen. So
I don't know. I've been enjoying quite a few of these like Marvel villain movies, so I'm kind of hopeful. Although there's some stuff I'm like, yeah, whatever. Question: I was wondering, what's your opinion of the new Ultimate Spider-Man series? Is dope, Tavia. Dope as hell. I don't read the current ASM Spider-Man books. I don't care about Paul. So here's what we do. So those that don't know, Comics League, when we reach a milestone, we have punishments. Nick, would you like to tell the audience what you had to read?
Well, for 400, I had to read Since Past, and for and then for 500, I had to read One More Day. Frick you.
For me, I had to read for my 500. No, was it 500? No, it was 1,000 subscriber special. It was Super Wonder as a punishment for the Wonder Bat thing,
and it actually turned him more into a fan. That's how we met Rob.
Yeah, and that's how interestingly we met Rob from Comics Explained. So
he just randomly pops in the chat because when I had him.
I remember that. I was there.
Yeah. Taladi and I are looking at each other like, is that really him?
Yeah, we were like, wait.
Okay, Brown. That's. I'm sorry, but since I'm like the Starfire fan, I think I need to fall on that sword.
Oh yeah, Nick is gonna positively review I Am Not Starfire.
No, that's
your
my
April Fool's book. That's your April Fool's book.
No, that's my 1K. You get me to one.
You know what?
Get me to 1K. I will read I Am Not Starfire.
I already called it I Hate Starfire. All right. So let's do this. I hate you guys, but I love you guys so much for this.
By the way, this is the first time I've declared a 1K book for me, but yeah.
Yeah. Who's reading Dark Knight Strikes again? I mean, I don't know. We'll see. But anyway, so I'm going to remove this real quick. All right, so let's do this. All right, Batman Beyond 2.0. Here we go. Should I do voices or just read through it?
Just read through it.
Yeah, whatever. I mean, you can if you want. I did them, but you don't have to.
Can I get you anything? Water, tea, coffee would be wonderful if you have it. I can put a pot on. Thanks. I do like the art though.
Yeah, it's got a nice kind of flat, like light shading. It's nice.
We got a hit on Vigilante's blood sample. Oh, Vigilante, you mean the character James Gunn destroyed? But something tells me you already know who he is. That's why we're all here, isn't it? Something like that. I'm sorry, Terry. I know it has to be uncomfortable to drudge things back up like this. Not as uncomfortable as Bruce lying to me the whole time. You think he knew who Vigilante really was? Wouldn't you? Terry wants to know what happened between Bruce and me. I told him it wasn't my story to tell. Okay, so this is Dick Grayson, by the way. So just so you know, it's not my story to tell. Not entirely. No, I guess it isn't.
There we go.
I was in Bloodhaven when Tim went missing. Things were at a tipping point, and as much as I wanted to, I couldn't get to Gotham. No one's ever held that against you, Dick. I did, jeez. Which is a big part of why I came back, to be with the people I cared about. It started slow at first. A dinner downtown, a day at the pier, dinner at the loft, and that was just the first week. To be fair, we tried us so many times, it was easy to slip back into it. Yeah, Nick. And we were both ready for that. Mm-hmm. We were both finally in the same place. We were ready to be together, and for those first few weeks, it really was perfect. I haven't seen you in a few weeks. I've been busy.
Here we go.
No, I told you I'm done with that life. Then why are you here?
Why? Do it!
I hate Bruce Tim. I'm 7 weeks pregnant. I'll have to congratulate Dick. He's only been back for 3.
Jared, I feel your pain.
Keep going.
All of you that were on Nick's show wondering why I don't like Bruce Tim, this is why. Bat Predator. Does that change anything between us? No. And you should tell him, however you think is best. I don't want to meddle, Barbara. I just want you to be happy. Looking back, it was uncharacteristic of him to offer to stay out of something. That could be taken 2 ways. I wanted another few days trying to figure out how to tell Dick. I didn't know what he was planning. I was going to tell him about Bruce, about the relationship that only Bruce Tim wanted, but I wanted to do it on my own terms. Dick, we need to talk. Oh, no, not anyone else's. But that's the thing about people under pressure. When they feel like their feet are to the fire. All the promises we made to each other. Barbara and I were in a relationship. No! No! Bruce Tim didn't like
Payback.
it's in his universe, so he had to approve it in some way, Tevia. He could have said, "You are disgusting."
Payback, mother ducker.
And
They
by the
all
way,
melt-
this
Yeah.
is the same like universe type because of the suits and everything from Bruce Tim.
It's the same universe as the Timverse. They all melt away, and that's when you really learn who someone really is. How long? That's not important. You've known about how I felt about her since college. Of course it's important. You left for Bloodhaven. Things changed. Barbara made her own choice. Oh, no. I see where this is going. Oh, no. As hard as this is, I thought you needed to know before you did anything rash like propose. Ugh! That's not what this is. This is you not being able to have something.
It's who's punching Barbara?
The criminal that she went after, even though she's pregnant. This also paints Barbara as stupid, but that's not what this is. This is you not being able to have something and trying to sabotage it for someone else. And you know what? I don't care, Bruce. Barbara and I are happy. So if you respect me, if you respect her, just stay out of both of our lives. She's pregnant. Mm-hmm. You son of a... Oh, no. The baby's coming. Thank God that was quick. Thank God that was quick. That sucked. You guys
At least-
suck.
At least that was
Payback,
better than-
mother ducker.
Wait, wait. At least that was a little bit better than Nick's long reading. I'm just
Jared?
saying.
Say something positive about the story.
Still buried in traffic. Endure well. Happy 1K. Happy 1K. Jay. At least he took on the chin. Yeah.
Jared, say something positive about the story.
It gives me a reason to not like Bruce Timm.
Say something positive about the story itself.
The story gave me something to not like about Bruce
The
Timm.
story itself.
He's going for that button.
Let's see. What can I say about this? That's fine. So Bruce Timm hates Super Wonder, but approves of this garbage. Yeah.
Answer the
Our-
question, Jared. He's trying to avoid it.
It's his show, so
Probably the art, kind of.
I mean, that's fair. It is actually pretty good
In
art.
terms of the story,
nothing.
pass.
Nothing.
Pass. It's the most Bruce Timm story ever. I'll give it that. At least it's consistent.
Payback, mother
miscarriage.
ducker. Payback.
Yeah, she got to. Because okay, so here's what it does. Not only does it do that and get her pregnant, but she has a miscarriage because she decides to run and go fight criminals while she's pregnant.
See, I think a lot of that is because they only had like 4 or 5 pages to tell the story, so they didn't really have much room. Like, okay, she's got to have a miscarriage, so let's just have her get into a fight and have the guy kick her or whatever. Like, it reeks of they didn't have enough space to tell the story they really wanted
Nick,
to tell.
there's a word for that. You ready? Laziness.
I wouldn't really call it laziness. Not necessarily, because like DC could have been like, all right, you have 8 pages to tell the story, so it more might be a space constraint that they didn't have control over. I'm trying to be gracious.
Here's a way you fix that. Don't have him get her pregnant.
I agree. Supposedly Kyle Higgins wrote the story, and Kyle Higgins is a dang good writer, so I'm inclined to give
but you
Kyle
know
the
Bruce
benefit of the doubt.
Timm. You know Bruce Timm approved of it, and this is based on Bruce Timm's statement saying that he always thought there was an attraction and a mutual attraction between Barbara and Bruce. And I'm like,
Well, sometimes
you heard.
sometimes good writers are forced to write crappy stories. I mean, look at J. Michael Kaczynski in One More Day. J. Michael Kaczynski is an amazing writer.
I highly doubt Bruce Timm was forced to write about this, considering he also put Batman with an 18-year-old Wonder Woman.
No. I'm not trying to excuse Bruce Timm. I'm trying to excuse Kyle Higgins.
Oh yeah, Kyle, I don't blame for this 100%.
That's my argument. Is I'm not trying to blame Kyle Higgins. You want to blame Bruce Timm? Go right the frick ahead. But I don't want to blame, because Kyle Higgins is otherwise an amazing writer.
Yeah, he's a solid writer, so I'm not gonna bash him, because and Nick makes a good point. There are times when they write something like Tom King when he's forced to write a good story that doesn't insult people, as rare as that is.
Like, it's the same thing they had with J. Michael Kaczynski in One More Day. J. Michael Kaczynski is an amazing writer, but the One More Day edict was forced down by Joe Quesada.
Do you guys want to read another comic book? Because that was fun.
Uh,
How about you read a good one? Let's do a palate cleanser.
yeah. Let's do a positive one.
And how about this? Let's all do the voices. Let's do a little more.
It's a shame Sammy isn't here. We could have done like get Britain here, and we can do a Super Wonder comic.
Britt, if you want to join us, please, because we'll do a Super Wonder comic.
All right, while you're pulling that up, I gotta step away for
the question
a few
is,
minutes. We'll be
what
right back.
story should we talk about?
We could do a Spider-Man one, or we're
Stick
mostly
with
DC channel.
DC.
Teen Titans, Batman, Justice League. Superman in the League of Superheroes. I mean, I keep pesting you.
You keep doing that, but let's see. Because I want
Justice League, Power Rangers.
Yeah, let's see. Sorry, I couldn't be on the panel, guys. So it's all good, JJheat. Let's read Justice League Rebirth. No, we could read.
We
Justice
could do
League
Teen Titans Judas
52.
Contract.
I got it. Justice League New 52 by Jeff Johns. We'll read a couple of issues of that.
All right. I'll be right back.
I claim to be. I claim to be
I'm
Superman.
Actually, you know what? I'll tell you what. If we only do like one issue, I'll be Green Lantern.
Okay.
Actually, because I have to think how many characters are in like per issue, because a few of them there's only 2. All right, so let me see this. All right, so let me do this. All right, so let me pull this up. And Teladia, we've discussed this story, so it should be familiar for you.
Yeah, it is. Can't believe we're going back to it, but it's going to be great regardless. Just going back to it.
I'll tell you what. One of us, a question. What do you think of Garth Ennis's work? Garth Ennis is the one who wrote The Boys, Teladia. We talked about him a little bit on the Under Two Capes show today.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Actually, you know what? Tabby makes a good point. Green Lantern Rebirth, the beginning of the Jeff Johns run. Actually, you know what? Let's do that. There's plenty of characters in that. Plus, you get to read the beginning of Jeff Johns' Green Lantern that I won't shut up about. Let's do it.
You know I don't like that guy.
You can be Superman, okay? Because he shows up in the book.
Okay.
All right. Because I'm going to be Hal Jordan. Okay, Green Lantern by Jeff Johns. His comic book writing is good. His movie stuff, nah. What about the Invincible series? I see. I'm only doing like DC because I have the DC streaming app, but I do enjoy Invincible for the most part. All right, here we go. Now again, so a little background for Green Lantern Rebirth. So what happened was, this was when Hal Jordan was dead, and this is when Kyle Rayner was the only Green Lantern ever. Oh wait, Jared, can you something similar to what Comics Explained to your channel? Your subscribers know reading increase rapidly. Yeah, I'm thinking about doing that because I think that'd be really fun. Because Brown suggested that I do like those story suggestions like Rob does, and I can do that. By the way, we decided we're Green Lantern Rebirth, so we can read some EVS art.
All right.
So we have to assign characters.
Oh wait. Before we went further, Dovikin, I actually think Zack would do a pretty good Teen Titans movie.
Yeah, I think he could.
I call it Snyder cut.
Sorry, I kind of stepped away for a moment. Catch you up with the chat.
No,
Nickname asked about Garth Ennis. I think
he's a bit too.
Dude is way too cringy. He writes way too cringy stories. I'm sure he's done some other good stuff, but don't let that guy touch superheroes. He's kind of a hack when it comes to superheroes. Other
Except
stuff
for the Punisher, but there you go.
Okay, fine. That's the one exception.
Yeah. All right. So let's do this. So, all right. I'm playing Hal Jordan. I'll tell you what. Who wants to do the narration?
Not me.
Not me either.
All right. I'll do the narration. And okay. So who's gonna play Kyle?
Sorry?
Let's play Guy Gardner.
I'm mostly here just for color commentary. So.
Mm-hmm. All right. So let's see. Or okay. So you know what? If you guys don't want to cover this comic, which one do you guys want to read? Actually, you know what? Because let's do this. Let's do Justice League, because here's why. There's a small enough characters that it's easy to assign roles.
Yeah.
All right.
What
comic do you want to read, Nick?
I'm just here along for the ride, so.
All right. Then Teladia and I will do it. All right.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so let's do this, Teladia. So I'll share my screen. We'll do Justice League because it's easier to it's less that we have to do. So we're going to do part 1. Let me share screen, and then we will get started. So I'll do the narration. All right, let's do this.
I like that. I like the cover, by the way.
Yeah, the black and white Jim Lee. All right. So, and I'm going to zoom in so we can see this a little better. All right, here we go. I'll do this.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. There was the time when the world didn't call them its greatest superheroes. There was the time when the world didn't know what a superhero is. You can play Batman in this one, okay?
Okay.
We have Batman in our sights. He's running after someone. Man, woman, what? I can't tell. The face is covered. Is it one of them? The way that they're leaping 20 feet at a time, I'd say yes. And bring them both down. Okay, hang on. Okay, here. And then we get this dope image of this. If we had Sammy, we could have had her voice Wonder Woman. I know. So.
Idiots.
Yeah, there you go. Where is he getting the rockets from? Batman's using guns! think next they're having a battle, and then he catches it and they can go.
What were you doing at the docks? Talk before I.
And by I'll play Hal Jordan. So something like explodes.
Ugh.
Yeah, good.
What?
Batman, you're real?
And you're too damn bright. Turn down the light before they see us.
Before who sees us? Put your hands in the air. Put my hands in the air so they can just shoot me.
Welcome to Gotham, Green Lantern.
They're wasting their bullets. This force field can set up, well, anything.
I've read about your conflicts with the Air Force out west, so I know you know the drill.
I know the drill. They don't like us.
The world is afraid of us. The world's afraid of us. It's necessary.
You say it likes it, it's a good thing, and you say it's necessary. And then Green Lantern's attacked by a parademon, and then actually, this is you, Teladia, the move.
Move!
We don't need to. Green Lantern's got this. And then it transforms. He goes, what is that? A transformer? It just changed to some type of dog.
Take your flashlight and go home. Gotham's mine. Coast City is yours.
No, this entire space sector is mine. Here's you, Teladia.
Space sector?
It's my beat. I'm not the only Green Lantern out there. There's thousands of them patrolling the whole universe, a whole corps.
Hoorah!
Yeah, thank you. I'm serious. I was alerted to an unauthorized extraterrestrial presence in Gotham.
So you're saying there's an illegal alien?
Extraterrestrial? Witness spotted this thing trying to plant some bomb downtown. When the cops confronted it, it spewed fire from its mouth.
Okay, and I've got that under control. Oh, wait, hey, don't worry about the fires. I got that under control too. And what's up, MM0? And thank you very much.
Ooh.
This was used in Zack Snyder's Justice League, Tavia. So, note to self, Batman, Green Lantern can handle anything. So what are your powers anyway? You can't fly.
No.
Super strength?
No.
Hold on a second. You're not just some dude in a bat costume, are you? Are you freaking kidding me?
Isn't this from like literally the Camus?
Yep.
Yeah,
This is that moment. This is literally that moment. So did the new 52 start the whole Batman doesn't allow Mez and Gotham that Batman's found? That was more like that's Batman editorial because they think that if a super character's in Gotham, it makes Batman look incapable. That's why, honestly, they don't have the super characters show up, i.e., like Starfire or Superman show up with any Bat character. So that's why, Nick, it's Bat editorial.
Mm-hmm.
So continuing on, and then here we go.
What did this do?
My ring? How the hell did you get that off?
I don't see any buttons, so I'm guessing it just works off concentration.
Go ahead.
You weren't concentrating.
You won't do that again.
Not unless I want to.
All right, it's fine. You really want to pick a fight with someone who can create anything he can think of?
I'd be worried if I thought you could think.
You're about to see exactly what's on my mind.
Quiet.
What are you in Batman points? Wait, hang on. Sorry, I thought we were looking for a.
Forget it.
What's it doing?
Fusing something to the wall.
It's a boom tube. Bing! Did you hear that? If that's a bomb, he just armed it.
Lantern, wait.
For Darkseid. Darkseid? What is that? A band?
Sounds like a death cry.
It combusted into fire.
but it did it on purpose.
How do you know that?
It was trying to incinerate us with it.
By the way, how great would it be if Ray Porter ever comes on the channel? I am going to have him voice Darkseid in this comic.
Yes.
Oh yes.
Congrats for the 1K. Thank you, my dude. David, thank you for watching and hanging out with us. We love you, dude.
Yeah, thanks, Dave.
All right. Whatever the actually, go ahead, Teladia.
Whatever that thing came here to do, it did it. It planted this.
Ring, scan, identify. Unable to identify. Unable to identify? That's impossible. This ring knows what the Guardians know, and the Guardians know everything, except how to tell a joke. I love Hal Jordan in this.
It doesn't look like a bomb. More like some sort of alien computer.
Alien? Maybe this is all connected to that guy in Metropolis.
Superman?
They say he's an alien.
He is. And he's dangerous.
You've met Superman?
No. But I've researched him. His power levels.
Won't be a problem for me.
Hey.
Come on, Batman. You can fill me in on the. You can fill me into Metropolis, and then we have the Victor Stone Cyborg game. You have to see this kid. Yeah, touchdown! Damn, he's a tank. Got to get me Coach Carroll. I just found our new receiver. Way to go, Vic. Next up, semifinals. There's nothing Vic Stone loves more than football. We're prepared to offer him a full scholarship right now. So are we. We'll take care of him. Just settle down. Just settle down. You'll all get your turn. So, Nick, do you want to get involved and voice Cyborg?
No, I'm good.
Okay, that's fine. The scouts are here, but the coach won't let me talk to them without you. I know how busy you are at work, but I really thought this time you were going to keep your promise. And and not that you'd ask, but we won tonight, Dad. Man, look at Vic. He's got it made. They're really anxious here, son. Is your dad coming? Next game, coach, for sure. Oh my God! Look, it's one of them, but it's not Superman. Seems like there's a new sighting every day. Your dad studies them, doesn't he, Vic? Kind of. What's he saying about them, about superhumans? He doesn't talk about them, not to me. And then, okay, so go ahead, Teladia.
You flew us to Metropolis in a glowing green jet?
And David, yes, this is the first issue of Justice League New 52. You can't fly, so how else are we going to get there? Talking a deep voice?
We should have gotten here with a subtlety. You might as well put a big green target around us.
Relax, we'll be gone before they know it. My ring led us right to the alien. Like I said, it's basically a GPS for the extraterrestrials. Superman's in there.
Lantern. It looks like as if he was in some kind of fight. Evidence of fire, like
enough. Here's the plan. Green Lantern goes in there and restrains Superman for questioning. Batman waits here. I can handle this. Boosh. Okay, so Teladia, can I please win?
Rock, paper, scissors for it.
All right. Let's do it. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. All right, again. Rock, I'll tell you what. Look, this so we can coordinate better.
Okay. Here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna think of a number between 1 and 10. You guys are each gonna guess a number.
Okay.
The person who gets closest to it, is the winner. Okay.
All right.
Jared, what's the number between 1 and 10?
6.
Teladia, what's the number?
7.
6 was the number. So Jared.
Yes! Suck it.
I'm sorry, but literally, so Jared wins.
I don't handle easy. So, what can you do? And that's the way the issue ends, where we have these sweet character designs. You guys want to do issue 2?
No, I think that's
all right.
enough.
All right, that's good. I'm glad we're able to do that on an enjoyable book because I needed a palate cleanser. And to tell you the truth, that Justice series is my comfort series, so that's all good. So, Josh Herrera, congrats, you're on 1K. I'm not home right now, but want to stop by and congratulate you on about. Thanks, dude. And we got to get you on the panel again
And Josh,
to hang out.
And Josh, if you missed it, there is the Dark Side cameo that popped in earlier. If you want to rewind,
as you know it, screw it. I'll play it again because that's just so cool. I'm gonna play it again. All right, here we go.
We got Dark Side.
Yeah. So this makes the Snyder cut even more meaningful. So we might as well just go with this. All right. This I have to reshare it, I think. So let me just do that. Share screen, panel. Here we go.
Hey, Jared, what's up? Ray Porter here. How's it going? So Nick and Sammy tell me that you are about to hit 1,000 subs on YouTube, which is amazing. Congratulations. Seems like you put in a lot of hard work. Also tells me that you've watched the Justice League like 16 times. Dude, that's more than I've seen it. And I'm in it. I think it's very impressive, and I'm very grateful. I'm actually sitting in my vocal booth, sort of homemade vocal booth right now, doing some narration and stuff like that. But interestingly, this studio, the microphone there and stuff, this is where I recorded a certain line. And I've been told that you'd like to hear it. So what I will tell you is, as far as going forth and here's 1,000 subs is amazing. Here's to 2,000. Here's to 10,000. I believe you can do it. So just go forward. Or in other words, ready the armada. We will use the old ways.
Yeah, there you go. So now technically we have had a Justice League person on here, so I'll appreciate that. We got Darkseid on here. So, by the way, thank you again, Nick. That was freaking awesome.
Also, thanks to Sammy.
Thanks to Sammy for Darkseid and the Comics League getting to 1K. Congrats. Thanks you. And again, thank you a lot because, again, I can talk about comics all day, but if no one's watching it, it gets to the point where you're like, why do I even keep going? So you guys watching it, becoming members, engaging with the content really means a lot. And by the way, Tavi, at the same time, the new gods were invading Earth 2 at the same time that this is going on. So that's where like Steppenwolf was and so let's talk about, let's get ready to wrap up real quick because my throat's getting sore, but we might as well just do that. But real quick question. Let me ask you guys this and people in the chat. What topics would you like to see us cover in the next 1,000 episodes? And I'll start with Teladia. What do you want to do on this channel?
Well, obviously we know we could cover some Superman or Elseworld Superman comics that is awesome, like Kingdom Come or Earth 1 or All Star. Maybe we can cover that.
I'm down for Earth 1, 100%. I covered Kingdom Come like twice. That's why I'm like, give it a little more time.
Okay.
Nick, what's the type of content you want to collab with me on, brother?
Definitely some more Teen Titan stuff would be nice. We need to cover like I remember we did Teen Titans Volume 1 on my channel, and you actually really liked it. So
we could do Volume 2 on my channel and like to do volume by volume and alternate.
I mean, that's certainly an option. One that I'm the Ultimate Universe is definitely something I would want to cover.
Yeah, I'm fine with that. I'm so the original Ultimate Spider-Man. Yeah, I'm so down with that.
And Ultimate X-Men.
Yep. Because I haven't read either of those. I know the story of Ultimate Spider-Man. More Marvel stuff. I do have to cover more Marvel stuff for sure because I do like Marvel as well. And 100% more Marvel coverage. And if you guys have any like suggestions specifically as to what Marvel content you want, here are all my social medias and stuff. And
wait, it doesn't show your Twitter handle. This is the site.
Instagram, my email. Here's the Twitter.
It's
So-
coming up now.
Yeah. So now I've read the first 2 Ultimate Spider-Man Omnis. Yeah, I need more of those. So again, before we log off, I want to say thank you again, because getting to 1,000, it's been a Herculean effort, but it's been a fun Herculean effort, because to tell you the truth, this channel has enriched my lives more than I thought it would when I first started about it. So thank you for giving me this opportunity to discuss this content. Thank you guys for hopping on the show and discussing it with me, because that's really important. And thank you guys for hopping on the journey. I can't wait to see what else we do. Our next goal is to get Zack Snyder on the show. I'll settle for and then Ray Porter. We have to get Ray Porter. Now we definitely have to get Ray Porter on the show.
Well, I'm posting now that you've seen it. I've made the video public on my YouTube channel, and I'm posting it. And I even tagged. Oh, yeah. I can't even finish my sentence. You've already liked the tweet.
I've already retweeted it as well. So
I did tag Ray Porter in there, so you never
I
know.
kept you in mind. You never. Like, put it this way, I got Sam Leo on my channel without even tagging him, so anything could happen here. We'll see what happens. But anyway, everyone,
It's possible.
yes, it's very possible. So now, Nick, where can we find you, and what have we got coming on your channel?
All right. So had a great episode of the Friday Night Frenzy earlier today. That was pretty sweet. Jared made his usual cameo appearance tomorrow. I'll be continuing our adventures in the Mojave Wasteland. To continue to play some Fallout New Vegas. It'll be a good old time. Then I got Rewatch on Monday, Comics Watch on Wednesday. Tuesday, I'll be doing a new game for the gameplay Tuesday. So yeah, just all around really good time. And then also, I'm launching my comic here in a few weeks. So I unveiled on the Friday Night Frenzy that we'll be doing a launch stream. It'll be co-streamed between me and Jared on May 10th. Friday, May 10th. That's when we're going to ready our Armada.
Heck yeah. Teladia, how about you, sir?
So, as you guys know, I'm going to be doing Snyder Fans Read Comics with Jared next week. Then on the 10th of May, myself, Ruth, Jared, David in the chat will be watching along at 5 p.m. Eastern, Lego Batman, the movie. It will be a watch-along party, and it'll be kind of an engaging thing. And I will be doing a members-only panel after that as well. So members that are on my channel that want to be on the panel will be doing that as well after the watch along. That is something we're planning up as well. So stay tuned.
Stay heroic, everyone. Thank you again. I know I've said thank you a lot in this channel, but I just want to further emphasize how appreciative I am of every one of you that have made this, because now this channel is a side business now. It's gone from a hobby to a side, but it's still a hobby. It's still a fun little thing I do, but now it's a hobby. But now it's also a side business as well. And I want to give you guys a statistic. Less than 10% of YouTube channels make it to this point. And
Wow.
I am incredibly...
You are officially the 10%.
I am incredibly, massively thankful that I'm able to do this. And it's all because of one movie that was announced by Warner Brothers. Imagine that. One movie was announced. You had to ruin it. But I love you, brother. But oh, by the way, we will be doing a lot more gaming content. You guys have been responding very well to my Thursday streams. We'll be doing that a lot more. So that'll be fun. My next idea after Arkham is I'm going to play Assassin's Creed Odyssey, because you can unlock Wonder Woman's armor in that game. And I'm going to make that a goal. We're going to do that. But anyway, profoundly thank you. And I cannot wait to see more, to see what Comics League is when we reach 3,000 or 4,000. So stay heroic, everyone. Lois Lane is Lois Lane. She belongs with General Zod. Zoe is for life. Maxabat for life. And I'll see you guys later. Thanks. Bye-bye.